Hey guys, welcome to Cape and Cowl Cafe. I'm Nemo, and today we're going to be casting the Teen Titans for the new DCU. If you guys enjoy the video at any point today, I'd really appreciate if you hit that like and subscribe button, but let's hop right in. So, we all know that the Teen Titans are most likely going to come to the DCU at some point. We just don't know what that would look like. So I'm here today to give you guys my picks for not only the roster, but who should play these characters. Now, I think that there should technically be two teams, the OG team and then the new one that comes in as the older members get phased out. So the OG team would consist of Nightwing, Wally West, Roy Harper, Aqualad, Wonder Girl, and Starfire. And then the new team would have Tim Drake Robin, Beast Boy, Spoiler, Raven, Cyborg, and Starfire could stay behind to lead the team, kind of like they did in the Rebirth books. Now, there has been a lot of speculation and debate on the timeline of this new universe. Like, a lot of people are saying, oh, how can Dick be Nightwing at this point when Superman's only in his third year as a superhero? And that makes sense. I agree with that. In the Superman movie, I think that Dick should be Robin at that point. But James Gunn has stated that this universe will be more like an anthology series, kind of like Star Wars, where movies can kind of get slotted in different places in the timeline and you can kind of fill in the blanks. So if a Teen Titans movie were to come out and Dick was Nightwing, you could easily just place it in the future, however many years after Superman takes place, you know? And this anthology explanation actually makes a lot of sense because supposedly Batman the Brave and the Bold is supposed to feature Damian Wayne as Robin. And if it was going to be taking place around the same time as Superman, how is that going to work? Damian Wayne is the last Robin. How has Batman gone through all of these Robins and Superman has only existed for 3 years? It doesn't really make sense. Okay, so to hop right into the castings, let's start with Nightwing, who I've already talked about a little bit in my Bat Family casting video. I would have to go with either Felix Mallard or Asher Angel. Now, I think Asher would be an amazing pick for Nightwing. You've probably seen him in the Shazam movies. I think he was pretty good in those movies. He did a way better job than Zachary Levi. And he just has the look in my opinion, and he's definitely built enough. If you've seen some of his recent gym pictures, he's definitely preparing for something. However, he might be a little young looking for what we're going for. I kind of want the OG team of the Titans to be a little older looking because we really want the younger team to kind of stand out as being the young team, you know? So because of that, I think that Felix Mallard would actually be a better pick for the DCU's Nightwing. He definitely has that older Nightwing look, and I mean, he's got the hair for it. Look at this guy. All right, next up, let's move on to Wally West, who would actually be the Flash at this point. I want him to leave the Titans team, and at this point, he would be joining the Justice League as the main Flash. Now, I actually had a lot of trouble picking someone to play Wally West because the guy I really want to play him is just too young for the kind of team that we're going for. I think Walker Scobell would be an amazing Wally West, but he is like 17 years old at the time of this recording. He's just way too young to fit in with that older team. And you can't put Wally West on the young team because he's got to be best friends with Nightwing, you know? So I think I actually just might put Walker Scobell on the younger team as Impulse. You know what? That works perfectly. Now, previously in my Justice League cast video, I had Charlie Rowe as Wally West, but I have since then gone back on that decision. I no longer think he would be a great pick for the character. He doesn't really look the part anymore, and a lot of the pictures I was seeing were from years ago, so I'm going to have to change my mind on that one, but I'm really struggling to find a good Wally West here. Now, some of the most popular picks that I've seen on social media include Rudy Pankow from Outer Banks, Matt Lintz, Jacob Bertrand, Jack Quaid, Sebastian Croft, and they're all right. Like, Jack Quaid's a really good actor. He might just look a little too old, even though he's only 33, but I just don't think any of them really have it, you know? But I did eventually find somebody that I really like. So for Wally West, I have Will Poulter. You probably remember him as the kid with the weird eyebrows from the Maze Runner series. He was also in We're the Millers, and most recently, he played Adam Warlock in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I think he is a phenomenal actor, and after seeing Guardians, I think he does have the goofiness that he would need to pull off a character like Wally. Plus, I mean, he does have the superhero build. Dude is jacked. I don't know. I mean, I would be so excited if this were to happen. As much as I love Barry Allen, I think it's time for something new. It's Wally's turn. Alright, now let's move on to Roy Harper, Arsenal, and my picks for this guy would have to either be Hero Phineas Tiffin or Dacre Montgomery. Now, Hero has been in quite a few different things. He's a pretty good actor, and I think he could nail this character. But I think my favorite of the two would have to be Dacre. You probably know him from the old Power Rangers movie, from Stranger Things. I think he would be a really good Roy Harper. I know a lot of people have been fan casting him for Jason Todd, Red Hood, but I think he's way better for Arsenal. Now, when it comes to Aqualad, you're probably expecting me to pick Garth, because he was on the OG team, and I like to keep things classic. No. Wrong! I'm actually picking Calderon from Young Justice as Aqualad. He is just way cooler. He's got way more sauce. His backstory's cooler. I mean, Black Manta is his freaking dad. Like, come on, that's way more interesting. Anyway, my pick for Aqualad would have to be Keith Powers. He's probably the oldest person on this list, but you know, actors can play somebody who's younger. They do it all the time. It's not really that big of a deal. And this is the older team too, so. But I don't know, he's got the look. I think he could do a great job. Moving on. All right, next up, we got Donna Troy, Wonder Girl, and I got 2 picks again because I am super indecisive, but my 2 picks would have to be Haley Steinfeld and Daphne Keane. Now, I know that they might be kind of basic when it comes to casting choices, but neither of them are strangers to superhero stuff. I mean, we got X-23 and Kate Bishop. Why not? Plus, I mean, Haley Steinfeld is one of the most successful actresses in recent years. She is very good. I mean, we got Sinners and the Spider-Verse movies. She's awesome. All right, now let's talk about the most controversial pick for this list. It shouldn't be controversial, but I guess it is. And that would be Starfire. Now, I have seen so many people arguing online constantly about whether she's black or white, as if there's a definitive answer. There's really not. I mean, she's an alien, all right? Just pick somebody, paint them orange, call it a day. I mean, I don't really think the skin color that's beneath the body paint really matters. But I mean, if you really want to be accurate and you just want a definitive answer so you can be right, the original artist who designed Starfire, George Perez, based her off of a Latina model. There you go. There's your answer. We can all shut up now. I think when it comes to Starfire, the most important thing about her appearance is her hair, not her skin color. You gotta have the big, poofy, curly hair from the 80s, all right? That's what I care about. So my pick for Starfire would have to be Malia Baker. I think she has a great look for the character. Her hair is perfect, and I know she's a Disney Channel actress, but I mean, we had Jacob Elordi, who was in the Kissing Booth movies, and now he's Frankenstein, and some people are even considering him for Batman. Okay, so here are my picks for the OG Titans team all together. You can see what they look like together. I think it's pretty good. If you hate them, whatever, I don't care. These videos are for fun. Now let's move on to the new team. All right, first up on this team, we got Tim Drake Robin, and I gotta hop on the bandwagon. I think Mason Thames could be a really good Tim Drake. He's got a pretty good look for it. Obviously, you'd have to straighten his hair and dye it darker, and he has a really good acting track record as of late. He's been in the Black Phone movies, the How to Train Your Dragon live action adaptation. I haven't seen the rom-com he was in recently. I think it was like Regretting You or something. I heard he was pretty good in that, even though the script was kind of terrible, but either way, he is one of the most popular up-and-coming actors, and I definitely think that he should be included in the DCU in some way. Why not make him Robin, you know? And that leads me to the next character on the list, Spoiler. Obviously, I would have her played by McKenna Grace. She looks just like Stephanie Brown, and she would have great chemistry with Robin, and we could see that relationship adapted in live action because she is dating Mason Thames in real life. Why not, you know? Or if you absolutely hate the idea of Spoiler being on the Teen Titans, you could have her play Tara. Either one. All right, next up on the list, we got Beast Boy, and there was only one guy that came to mind for me, and that would have to be Inaki Godoy. He is currently playing Luffy in the One Piece series. Come on, this is Beast Boy. One of my friends said that he hated this idea and he thought it was terrible, but I gotta hard disagree. I think he could be really good. All right, next up, we got to talk about Beast Boy's best friend, Cyborg. That's right, none of that Justice League crap for him. He is a Teen Titan. Now, when it comes to Cyborg, you really have to pick someone who looks like they could be a football player. And I have seen so many people fan casting Lucas from Stranger Things as Cyborg. No, absolutely not. What a terrible, terrible choice. For me, I gotta go with someone like Spence Moore. Really good actor in my opinion. He's been in a lot of things recently, mostly TV shows, but also most notably Creed 3. I think he's got a really good look for the character. He's a pretty decent actor, and as long as he can deliver a good booyah, I think he'll be great. All right, last up on the list, we got Raven. And my pick for Raven is not Jenna Ortega, okay? She is like the Timothy Chalamet of fan castings, I swear. It's so basic. I don't care that she played Wednesday Addams. It doesn't mean that she would be the best pick for Raven, alright? Funnily enough though, my pick for Raven is actually another person who was in the Wednesday show. My pick for Raven is Emma Myers. That's right, I have picked the girl from the Minecraft movie to play Raven, but like, I don't know, she's just got the right look for Raven. She's got that weird, quiet girl energy going on, and she's got mad RBF. All of it is perfect for Raven. I don't know, I just really don't see Jenna Ortega being a good fit for Raven. I don't care that she can act creepy well. That's not the only important thing when it comes to portraying this character, you know? So, I think Emma Myers is a way better choice. Oh, I almost forgot. As I mentioned before, I would put Impulse on this new Titans team, and I would have him be played by Walker Scobell. He just has great energy for this kind of character. And there you have it. These are my picks for the Teen Titans in the DCU. Now, I know that there's a lot of characters on here, and they probably wouldn't all be in a movie. Maybe you could split it up. You know, you could have the first movie be about the old team, and then the sequel could be about the new team. I don't know. Either way, I think these are pretty good choices, and if you hate them, cool. Like, I guess, I don't care. These are just for fun, you know? Like, we're not casting directors. There's no real reason for me to be doing this other than the fact that it's fun, you know? So, yeah. Alright guys, that's going to be about it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it all, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that like and subscribe button, and drop in the comments down below your picks for the Teen Titans and the DCU. Let's talk about it. But yeah, until next time, I'll see you guys later.